Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is Dr.M.MOORTHI, working as assistant professor in the Department of Automobile Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in this video, we are going to have a topic called reduction approaches in the manufacturing process. So if you take any manufacturing industry or organization, so there we have a number of the sections so that we have to maintain during the entire process. It starts with the design and end up with the sales to up to the dispatching of the products that we have manufactured during the process or in the organization. So for that, in between of design to the dispatching, so in between we have a number of process or procedure, and then other stages that we have to come across. So we have to have the set up the reduction approaches. So we have to follow the reduction approaches so that we can improve the overall the performance of the organization. Right, it starts, see here, it starts with the definition called this simple figure. It shows the entire procedure of the organization. It starts with last good pieces, and then right one is first good pieces. So in between that, the total elapsed time, the factors are fixtures, materials, dies, and then tools. So these are few factors that here included. It starts with the fixtures, and then what are the components that we are using, the work holding device, tool holding device, and then materials, raw material, what are raw materials, what kind of product that we are going to produce. So for that, it's raw material, and then dies, and then tools, what are the tools required during the manufacturing process. So these factors are majorly influencing the entire uh, production. And then on the implementation steps, it starts with the review setup process steps, and then it end up with the reduction of setup process. So in between that, we have the stages called develop implementation plan, develop communication plan, develop training plan, then implement plan. So these are the plans, and then it end up with integrate internal into external setup, then reduction of setup processes. So these are the factor or the stages, and then end up with verify and standardize setup. So while following these factors or the stages, so that after performing these step by step procedure, and then we can conclude the after verification and standardizing the each setup procedure. And the next one is the first setup is start with the step is the prepare, and it end up with a trial run or adjustment. The first one is the preparing or preparation. So prior preparation, what are the things we have to keep ready before the process, or the finding materials, jigs, gauges, and etc. Then other is needed during the process, and then it could take a 20 to 30 percentage of setup time, setup process time. The second one is dismold. It starts with taking tooling off on the equipment, could take 5 to 15 percentage of setup process time. And the third step is center or align. So aligning equipment to run the next part, and it could take a minimum of 10 and then maximum 20 percentage of setup time. And then last step is trial run or adjusting. So adjusting the equipment to run according to speculation, it could take uh, 40 to 60 percentage of setup process time. And then here the focus is leads to setup reduction time. So these are the four the steps that here listed. Each step is consumed your minimum to maximum of percentage of time during the entire process, so that here our aim is to minimize as much as possible for each step, and then in order to increase the overall the performance. The setup improvement process. So these are the this is the chart. is used for the each stage of you have to mention the what are the steps are is used. It starts with the internal, external, or what kind of improvement, what are the current process, what are the current the percentage of time it consuming, and then after implementation of this process, what is the improvement internally and externally. It starts with preparation of time process to combining equipment performance, and finally we have to give this the standardized solution for the each setup, so that we can have or we will experience some setup time improvement during the entire process. So the how, what are the conversion matrix to be followed, what is the purpose, when to use, and who should use it, and the expected benefit. So these are the factor objective while have following the each process, that we have to keep it in mind, so that we can there is a purpose is for the each process to implement during the process. There should be a meaning for each process.